Okay. Still waiting for some people to come in here. It's been 2 minutes now. No one showed up. Of course, it is late. It's after midnight, so I don't know if we'll get any people on this live stream or not. I'm not seeing anybody on here. Let me check something real quick. It'll let me. No. All right, we got one person on the live stream, so somebody's watching this. Good morning, whoever you are, wherever you are. Welcome to the live stream of the art and music of Crack in the Wall, whoever you may be. I got 7 people on the stream right now. Good morning, everybody. Welcome. Hello. Hi, everybody. This is a YouTube live stream of the music and art of the Texas art rock band Crack in the Wall. I am the drummer, lead singer, songwriter of Crack in the Wall. My name is Steven Summerlin, and welcome to the live stream. It's good to see all of you here. I don't know if I want to know what that is or not. That dare, that scares me a little bit. So I don't know, but I've got some exciting news. I've got some exciting news for. Okay, you want me to tell you a funny joke? I know a joke. It's not the most appropriate, but I do know a joke. What's the difference? What's the difference? What's the difference between a pregnant woman and a light bulb? You can unscrew a light bulb. Not the most appropriate, I know, but you asked for it. So the band, I've said this in a few live streams, we are going to be recording a brand new song starting Saturday afternoon. We're recording a brand new song. We're going to go live with our recording sessions on Saturday. It'll be around maybe 3 o'clock p.m. So if you, I don't know where that is your time. We are central. We are in Central Texas. And so that time we will be recording a new song for release. It's a song with, I don't know if anyone's familiar with a YouTuber, a musician named Arceli, all the way from Argentina, but the song is called Arceli. It's about Arceli. And Arceli has also offered to collaborate with us and put her strings on the song. Once we record our parts, we're going to send it over to Arceli, and she's going to put strings on it. And then we'll have the song, and then we'll add some more stuff to it. And it will be released, and we're going to probably put it out on compact disc. I don't know if people still buy CDs anymore other than me. I still buy compact disc. I still collect them. But we're going to have a CD made for it, and we'll be playing some shows, and we'll be selling it at our shows. Probably for pretty cheap because it's going to be a single. It'll have one song. It'll have the main song, then we'll have a B-side. So it'll be a 2-song CD. We'll record 2 songs. We're recording 1 song this Saturday for a new CD single. So we're going to have a new CD single coming out. I've got 5 people in the room. Good morning, everybody. Welcome to the art and music of Crack in the Wall live stream. Thank you for joining us, everybody. Thank you. Who all do we have here? Let's see what we got. Let's see who we got here. Got a few people. We got 2 people right now. Good morning. How is all two of you doing? How are all 2 of you doing? Thank you for joining me on the live stream. This live stream. Now it says I got 24 people all at once. How did that happen? I don't know, but welcome to the live stream of the art and music of the Texas rock band Crack in the Wall. I just announced the band will be recording a brand new song. Saturday, we will go live with that Saturday afternoon around 3 o'clock Central Time. 2 o'clock, 3 o'clock Central Time, we will go live with the recording session. So if you have nothing to do at around 3 o'clock, that's 3 o'clock Central. Don't know where all you people are, what time zone you're in, but if you have nothing else to do, you can watch us record it. It will be recorded in my living room. We're using my living room as a recording studio. A new song called Arceli, about a YouTuber named Arceli, a multi-instrumentalist string player, and she will later on be collaborating by putting some strings, probably some cello, maybe some violin on the song too. So that's the news I've got about what's new in the world of Crack in the Wall, a brand new song we're recording. So yeah, I don't think I'm gonna do that. I poop beans, right? I'm good. You enjoy yourself. So Yeah. Let's see. We got seven people in the live stream right now, going on 7 minutes on the live stream. Where's everybody from? Anyone want to tell me where they're from? I live in Texas. I live in Central Texas. It's now after midnight. Let's see, what time is it actually? It's gonna let me see the time. No, it's not gonna let me see the time on my phone for some reason, but whatever. Got 4 people. Welcome to the live stream of the art and music of Cracking the Wall, the Texas art rock band Cracking the Wall. I am your host for this live stream, Mr. Steven Summerlin. Thank you for joining me. Thank you for joining the live stream. I think I am going to be a scaredy cat, so you can't force me to come to the 7-Eleven. Hello, I'm just fine. How are you? Thank you for joining the live stream. Sicilian Cameron. Okay, if I'm pronouncing that right. Really, it's really small text. Sicilian Cameron. Wow, that's pretty wild. Like your cats can't listen to the Beatles because they're scared they're sleeper agents. Well, I suppose that's a possibility. I never really gave it much thought, but I suppose that's a possibility. So yeah, you would know more than me. I don't have. So wonderful. Let's see what we got here. I'm 8 minutes in, four viewers so far. 4 viewers. Welcome everybody. Thank you for joining me after midnight on the live stream. The stream about the art and music of the art rock band Cracking the Wall. We got 1 person left in the stream. Who's here? Who all's here in the stream? I've got 1 person, whoever you are. You're viewing me right now. Let's see what we got. The name of the band is called Crack in the Wall. So you are, well, okay, well, you just left. So I'm back to being at 0 views right now. I had some viewers, but whatever. Let's see what we got. 2 viewers. I got 2 viewers in the live stream right now. Oh, okay. It said 0, so I guess you didn't leave. I guess that's a mistake on the live stream's end. So you were asking about the band. The name of the band is Cracking the Wall. It's an art rock band from Central Texas. Central Texas. Why does that not surprise me? You can't trust anything these days. You just can't. But as of right now, this thing says I have 4 viewers, and you're one of them. Let's see. I'm going on to 10 minutes in this live stream right now. Because right now it's saying I'm back to 0 viewers. But I guess people are still here. I don't know. If you are joining the live stream, I had mentioned the announcements of recording a brand new song with Cracking the Wall, Devin and myself. Devin Schramm, my bass player. We're recording a new song. We're recording a new song Saturday. I wrote the song last week. Lyrically, I wrote the song last week. Yeah. So that's the news right now. So I've been promoting this new thing. We're gonna go live with the recording session. We're gonna run through it a few times because right now the song is just lyrics. It has no music to it. I've got it finished lyrically. We just got to put on the music. Once we get the song structured, then that's when we're gonna break out the recording equipment, mic everything up that needs to be mic'd, and record the djembe, the guitar, and the bass. I have songs on my YouTube channel. Yes, my YouTube channel is full of songs. I've got live videos. I've got music videos. I've got audio recorded songs. I've got recording studio footage. I've got all kinds of stuff. I've got interviews with Cracking the Wall. The band Cracking the Wall has been going on for 23 years now, and we are on our 23rd anniversary of being a band. So I have videos going all the way back to 2009. This is the earliest video we have of Cracking the Wall. Well, I appreciate that, and I appreciate your support, and I appreciate you for joining me tonight on the live stream. But if you want to hear some of my music, I've got quite a bit of it on my YouTube, and I've also got some garbage on there too. I was having a little bit of too much fun and being bored at times. So not all of my videos are worth watching, but you can definitely listen to all the music because not all the videos on my channel are music induced. They're not all my band, but a good chunk of it is Crack the Wall music. No, it was no. I took it as a compliment. I didn't take it any other way, and yeah, like I said, if you want to hear the music, we've got the songs on my channel. I've been writing songs for this band for 23 years now. So I'm the drummer, singer, songwriter of Cracking the Wall. I started this back in 2003, and here I am, going some 23 years later, 2026, still carrying Cracking the Wall. Man, that's asking a question. I have to. Well, my answer for my inspirations is a lot of my songwriting comes from like things that just kind of happen in my life. Like sometimes I write a lot about people I know or know of, mainly females that I know of, or sometimes I write about like songs such as something simple like hating your day job or hating my day job or having to put up with the BS that I have to put up with at my day job. And I get inspired or I come up with fictional characters that I write about. I'm also an artist. I do a lot of art too. So I've created a character named Jezebel that I drew. I drew 10 pictures of her, and she has a song. I ended up writing a song called Jezebel about her to give her her own theme song. In fact, if you want, I can show you one of my Jezebel drawings. I can go grab one because I just got, what was it, last week? I had just gotten one of my Jezebel drawings framed, so I can show you one of my frames. So let's see. Uh, I'll answer your question in just a second. Let me get that drawing for you. I'll be right back. So let me explain about this character that I drew. This is one of my drawings. It's backwards. I apologize that it's backwards. But this is a character named Jezebel, and I created her in around I think 2018. I created her shortly after my mom passed away, and I gave myself this project. And when I did my first Jezebel piece, the project was for me to do 10 drawings of her. Well, I've done 10 drawings. This is, I think this is drawing number 7, if I'm not mistaken. I think this is a piece called Jezebel Plays Percussion. So this is one of my Jezebel pieces. I'm hoping to get more of my prints framed so I can sell my prints at the show. So yeah, I did a lot of art because not only did my mom pass away, my dad was suffering from dementia and was basically dying of dementia. So I was taking care of my dad. And then when when I had a break from taking care of him, I'd go and do a lot of art. I'd draw a lot of pictures for therapeutic reasons. And then eventually my dad passed away. But I've done a lot of art. So I've done a lot of pictures. I've done like CD covers for Cracking the Wall. The last 2 CDs that Cracking the Wall did, I did the cover art for. In fact, I'll show you one of them. Hang on. So this is the latest Cracking the Wall CD, and again, I apologize, it's backwards. But this is a CD we did back in 2016. It's called Cheese Shop, and I did the art for this. I don't have anything online at this moment. I'm trying to get to that point, so I don't have anything I could sell. But basically, when we play shows again, we'll be selling stuff, CDs like this, and some prints. And my bass player has like these bass string bracelets that he makes. We sell those at the shows, or we will be selling those at the shows. We've only played one show with the current lineup so far with Devin on bass. But eventually, I need to find someone to help me get a store so I can sell my stuff online. But right now, you can't get anything online. No, I need to figure out how to do that though. I don't know how to do that. On the 29th of May, we played a show in San Marcos. That's a small, like, hippie trippy coffee house called Wake the Dead Coffee House. And there's parts of that show on my YouTube channel. Those were like the last few videos I uploaded was the Wake the Dead Coffee House show. It's just me playing a djembe and Devin on bass and me singing, Devin doing backup vocals. The sound quality is really, really terrible, though. The sound quality is really distorted, which is why I didn't upload the whole show. Yeah. I'm born and raised in Texas. I live in Bryan, Texas, but in August of 2004, I moved to Austin, Texas, and I moved the band to Austin. So we were a band in Austin for 13 years, off and on, 13 years. But yeah, I lived in Austin. I played around Austin. I played 6th Street about 3 times. I played coffee houses, pizza parlors, bars, record stores. I played a record store a few times. Are you going to see Muse? Pretty cool. Pretty cool. I've been to quite a few concerts too. In Austin, well, the sad thing about Austin, during some of the time I lived there, and then after I left, a lot of the great places have closed down. But I will tell you, if you like a really good park, if you like going to parks, there's this huge place, this real famous park called Zilker Park, and it's huge, and they have this playground area there. And when I made my first ever music video, it was for a song called Sting of the Bee. We shot at the playground location. We have footage of me walking around in the playground. And back then, there used to be a cafe called the Zilker Cafe, which had like hot dogs and hamburgers, all the really bad stuff, really bad for you. So Zilker is spelled Zilker. In fact, on the back of the CD is a picture of the now defunct Zilker Cafe, the sign of the marquee, I guess, of the Zilker Cafe. This is no longer in Barton Springs Park, unfortunately. Yeah, Zilker. And believe it or not, the Rolling Stones played a show there. Not at the playground area, but another part of the park the Rolling Stones played, and that's where they have the Austin City Limits Festival. They have the festivals over there too. I went to the very first Austin City Limits Fest. But it's a beautiful park. The only problem is now, it didn't used to be this way, but now you have to pay to park there. If you go to the Barton Springs area where the playground is, you have to pay to park there, which I hate, because I used to go there for therapeutic reasons, just to enjoy the beautiful, outdoor weather and the Zilker Cafe food and, all the colorful playground equipment and the art around there. But yeah. Yeah, and I live paycheck to paycheck. And I actually wrote a new song called Paycheck to Paycheck, which we will be recording as soon as we get the new song Arceli done. I've written a song called Arceli. Arceli is a YouTuber. She is a string multi-instrumentalist. She plays cello, violin, acoustic guitar. I think she could play piano too. But she has a YouTube channel, and I asked her if it'd be okay if I wrote a song about her, and she was very flattered by that idea, and she had offered to put her strings on the song once were done recording our parts. So once we get our parts recorded, we have to, I guess, email her our recording, and then she's going to record and email us back like her strings on the song. So that's the plan for the new song Arceli. It's a brand new Crack in the Wall song. Doesn't have music to it yet, but we're putting music to it on Saturday. We're going to do the live stream of the recording session, probably around 3 p.m. Central Texas time. So I don't know what time zone that is where you are, but that's going to be Central Time for us where we live, where we're going to be going live with the recording session. So if you don't have anything to do on Saturday, you can come watch us, or you can go to my recorded live feeds and go back and watch it. I think you can still watch it after it's been broadcast live. I believe you can, in case you miss it. So we'll be there later on. But I appreciate you. You're in Central. Okay, so it'll be the same time for you. It'll be the same time for you. So yeah, it'll be yeah. So that's. Cool. Well, like I said, if you can't make it that day for whatever reason, I should have it on my archives of live streams, so you can go back and watch that. But I talked to Devin. I was on last night, and I talked to Devin. Devin comes in here on the chat, and he was all for that idea of doing the live stream of the recording session. So we're going to be doing that, and that's going to be in three in the afternoon, roughly 3 in the afternoon. Maybe a little earlier. I'm just kind of estimating it because we have to play the song first before we know what we're doing. We don't have any music to it yet. All I have is lyrics. So we're going to get the music done. Technology is a very powerful thing. With it all, like one of the earliest technology was the wheel, and look where the wheel has gotten us. Technology is a very powerful thing. So we live in a world of technology, and we also live in a very fast-paced, fast-moving society. Technology changes at an extremely rapid rate. And I'm curious, 10 years from now, what we're going to have for like everyday devices. Like we have the cell phones now, and we have the social media and all that. What's going to happen in 10 years from now, and like a decade from now? What are we going to have? I'm a bit excited to see that. I mean, I am anyway. Some people might be a little leery of it, and I can understand that. But I'm excited to see what technology will bring in the future. Because and I agree, it is partly scary, partly exciting. And I think to me, what freaks me out is this AI that I see on social media, how realistic it looks. I don't like AI at all. I can't stand it, and I wish it was never thought of. I really, really don't like AI. It's too realistic looking. It's way too realistic looking. And I remember watching the one of the new Rolling Stones videos last hour. I think they only have one music video for their new album. It was AI, but they made the band look really young, like they were in their 20s, and I didn't like it. I thought it was one of the worst music videos I'd ever seen, probably the worst Stones music video. Love the song, and I'm going to be buying the new Rolling Stones album July 10th when it comes out. Maybe not on the release date, but I will buy it after it comes out because I'm a huge Rolling Stones fan. But that video, I didn't like the video at all. It was just too weird. But yeah. But I refuse to use any AI in my music. I don't use it. I don't support it. I hate it. I hate AI. I will not be using AI at all. I wouldn't use AI if you paid me. That's how much I hate it, because I can't stand AI. So I will never, till my dying day, will never use AI. And if you see my music being used with AI, I had nothing to do with it. That was because the guy got ripped off, and it's a bootleg. So I'm not supporting AI. Not one bit. I can imagine. Yeah, getting into a beef with that, because I would too. Your thoughts on AI are probably pretty similar to mine. And my bass player Devin's the same way. He's very, very anti-AI. We're both very anti-AI. Right. Yeah. Yeah, I can understand. I see where you're coming from. So, Vendetta Skywalker, let me ask you something. Are you a musician by any chance? Do you play any instruments, or do you do any writing? Are you a songwriter? I mean, you seem like you're really into music. Like music is really a big thing for you. So you seem like you're really into music and you know your music. You're good. I'm reading. Yeah, Silverstein has a song, "Drain the Blood," anti AI. I'm glad to see that. I'm glad to see that Chevelle is very anti AI. I remember when Shell first came out with that song "Red." I think. Okay, so you have covers on your channel. Okay, so you do music. You do music. Well, that's cool. Chevelle, they've been around. I remember when their first album came out. I think what was the name of that song that was like their first hit? Was it called "Seeing Red"? Or was it just called Red? I remember that video when it came out. So very cool, very cool, very cool. Yeah, Red. Yeah, okay, Red. Yeah, I remember the video for that on back when we used to have Much Music, and then Much Music became Fuse. They called it Fuse, and now I don't think that's even a channel anymore. But I used to watch that, and that's where I saw they used to play that song Red. Chevelle was pretty hot at the time when they came out with their first album. That was a pretty huge selling album for them. And I guess they're still somewhat popular, but I haven't heard anything since that first album from Chevelle. I mean, I heard that I knew they were still going because I found that out somewhere, but I they're not a band that I follow. Oh, you saw Chevelle on your birthday. Wow, that what a hell of a birthday! I gotta say, oh, that's yeah. They got a new album that's free. Let me ask you this. Speaking of new music, do you know a band? Have you ever heard of a band called Sparta? A band with Jim Ward as the guitarist, singer, songwriter. Do you know Sparta? They're a band from El Paso, and I just got their new album today. Well, actually yesterday because it's already Wednesday morning. But the CD came in the mail right before I had to go to work, so I didn't have time to listen to the CD before work. But as soon as I got home, I put that bad boy in the player and listened to it twice. And Sparta's been around since I think what 2002. Well, off and on. I know they were on hiatus because the main guy Jim Ward went off and did Sleeper Car, which was another project he had, and then he rejoined At the Drive-In at one time because he's originally from At the Drive-In, and then he left At the Drive-In to go back to Sparta. So yeah, Sparta is the name of the band. They came from the ashes of At the Drive-In. When At the Drive-In broke up, three of the guys from At the Drive-In formed this band called Sparta. And I think Sparta is a three-piece band now with Jim Ward. And Jim Ward, I think, is the sole constant member. I think he's the only one who's been with Sparta since the beginning. Acid Bath. That was a band that had oh, serial killers paint their album covers. I remember that one album cover they had that was painted by John Wayne Gacy. Yeah, I'm not supporting that. Sorry. I'm not gonna listen to a band that's gonna glorify serial killers painting their album cover artwork. No offense to you. I'm not knocking you for liking Acid Bath, but I don't even know if I've even heard them, but I know they're a band that I'm not gonna like, just from what I've heard described about them. I know they're a band that I would never listen to. I don't know either. I mean, I don't know. I just know that they had used um, album covers painted by serial killers. So right. Well, I mean, I knew Acid Bath was a metal band. I didn't know that they fell into the doom metal category. I didn't know they were doom metal. But I don't know anything about doom metal. I couldn't name you any doom metal bands, songs, music to save the life of me. I know nothing about doom metal. Why is it hard to support? I don't even know who Electric Wizard are. Why is it hard to support them? They're doing something they shouldn't, I guess. I don't. Electric Wizard. That sounds familiar. I may or may not have heard of that band, but I don't know. Let's see here. Okay, I understand. Okay, the vibe. I get it. Yeah. I'm going on 33 minutes into the live stream. I've got Vendetta Skywalker with me. It looks like it's just him and me on the live stream. We're talking about music. We're talking about questions about. We're talking about. Right now, we're kind of on the subject of doom metal a little bit, which I know nothing about. I don't. That's not my kind of genre. But my roots are classic rock. My roots are stuff like 60s and 70s. The first band I ever listened to, and you might laugh at me, was Kiss. Kiss was my introduction to rock and roll. At about 3 or 4 years old, I got into my Kiss records. My sister's Kiss records. Like, she was a big Kiss, and still is a big Kiss fan. She still collects like Kiss merchandise. She has Kiss CDs, vinyl, memorabilia, toys, games, all kinds of Kiss stuff. She's a lifelong, and she was in the Kiss Army when she was a teenager, and that's when I stole all her Kiss records. And so behind me, I'll show you, like, I'm sitting in front of my massive CD collection. I've got all these CDs in my CDs. So I got all these CDs. Okay. Okay. Hello. Can anybody hear me? All right. Hang on. Something's not right. Okay, hold on.